Before we get into the world of boxing, I would like to introduce Paul Anthony, 2013 NYC Golden Gloves Champion, who started boxing at the age of 17, which is considered a late start in the industry. He had 50 amateur fights despite the late start, with only 10 losses, which he took to turn into resilience and growth. He definitely used that for his advantage. He became a pro in 2018, 5-0 with 3 KOs, right? He took a 3.5-year break during COVID, which we're also gonna get into, and he used that as a comeback. He didn't give up. Over here, we don't give up. And he is the founder of Champs for Life, which is a youth mentorship program. So welcome, Paul Anthony, to Valid with an Accent. How you feeling today? Yeah, I fuck with the fit though, very dripping. Okay, so do you feel boxing rewarded you for doing things the right way or punished you?
I would say both, really, when I think about it, because you do good things, sometimes you get good rewards, and sometimes you do good things as train hard, and some fighters and still end up losing. If you still get rewarded with some money, but at the end of the day, you still lost, so it doesn't always reward everyone.
Okay, so the only reward would be money?
Yes. Reward is money, and then you got the belts and championships, but at the end of the day, what do we all do it for is for the money.
Interesting. I would have never thought, but we're definitely gonna get into the details on that, because to start something so serious as boxing or any sports for that matter, just for the money?
No, I don't think anyone starts it for the money, because when I started, it was never for money. When I started, it was just for something. Let me see how I like the sport. Let me see. Actually, when I started, it was because I was in the streets.
Okay, so that was actually going to be my next question. What did Brooklyn teach you before boxing? Because you are from Brooklyn, East New York, if I'm not mistaken.
Brooklyn taught me it's kind of like one of the toughest boroughs in New York City, because you could there's a lot of things you can't do in Brooklyn, but you could do in any other borough and get away with it.
Like what? Oh, okay, so yeah.
There's many things, but I'm just saying, well, what I say is it's harder. It'll probably be more easier to go to like Queens or somewhere else and do certain things to someone, and then you go do that to someone from Brooklyn, you may not get the same response.
So the first thing that comes to mind, right, because you said you were on the streets and shit, violence-related stuff, and that's also the reason why you started boxing?
Yeah, I wanted to learn how to fight because I wanted to knock people out faster.
Faster?
Yeah, that's really why I went to try to learn how to box. And then when I figured out, okay, this is something I'm actually good at, I was like, let me take this serious. Let me leave the streets alone.
Okay. So would you say you were after something, like chasing something, or running from something at that age?
I was running from something, running to something. You could say both. I was running from not having it, from being unfortunate, from not having enough money to buy certain things. I was running from that, trying to run to the bag. When you really think about it, I'm running to the money. Like I'm chasing my dreams, I'm chasing my goals. Like I'm trying to do that.
How did boxing come by, or what made you pick boxing out of any other martial arts?
So I was on probation. I've been on probation probably like 8-9 times as like a juvenile. So I had plenty probation officers, but none of them actually cared to ask, what do you actually want to do? So when I made it down to my last PO, that person asked, like, hey, what do you want to do? And I'm sitting there. I'm like 17 years old and a half. I'm like, well, I always wanted to box. I'm not even thinking. I was just like, I always wanted to box. Like, oh, okay, cool. Next thing you know, I'm in the gym. I'm in the gym boxing. Like, this is not something that I expected to do. I wasn't looking for it. It just really ran into me. So once I started boxing, it was just like, okay, this is cool, but let me take it serious for a few months, have a fight, and then let me see if I really like it. And then once I did that, it was just straight adrenaline. Like, that first fight was just adrenaline. When I came out of that, it was like a high I never experienced before in my life, and I loved it. And I was just like, ever since that moment, for the amateurs, I was fighting every other week, every other month, I was trying to do it like that. I was fighting everybody. I fought damn near everybody from my generation in the amateurs. Like, I fought a lot of people from New York City. So that's really what it did to me. I was just running from struggle, running from getting in trouble. Like, these are certain things I just knew came with a price tag that I didn't want.
So would you say that last PO that you had actually believed in you and helped you get started with boxing and stuff in a way?
I would say that, but I wouldn't really say believed in me. I would just say that person actually cared to give me an opportunity. Because you can give anybody an opportunity without even believing in them. It's up to that person to take it.
Okay. What was the time when you realized that you can actually fight and you are different?
It was after my first fight. So my first amateur fight, I fought a grown man. I was like 17, 18. This dude was like 36. And I was really asking my trainers, and they're like, is it okay if I fight this this guy? Like, he was taller than me, longer than me, everything. I was just like, wow, this is crazy. But I went in there, he was rocking me. Like, I probably caught a concussion during that fight. I sat down, I was like tunnel vision, I'm dazed. Like, but I still won.
So that was just during like training, or that was
that
an
was the
actual
fight.
fight? So how did they even like pair you up? Because y'all gotta be like the same weight, same height, same age, even to an extent.
So once you hit 16, 17 in the amateurs, you can fight anyone up to 35.
Really? You think that's fair?
If you want to be a man, like, yeah, I feel like it's fair for the guys. I think the females is probably the same thing. I believe it's the same thing, but I believe it's fair. You want to fight, then come in with the big boys. That's the grown men too.
Okay. So what's on your mind during a fight usually? Like, do you imagine you are fighting somebody like an ex or somebody that you're trying to knock
This
out?
actually nothing. I don't think about anything. I just, before the fight, I'm just constantly probably thinking about winning. Like, I'm probably visioning how I'm gonna win this fight over and over and over again. Probably telling myself this dude cannot beat me. I'm hyping myself up.
Okay. Do you have a routine that prepares you before that?
There's
or
no
routine.
There's no routine because you can't 100% analyze someone and be right. So, because sometimes, like the last guy I fought, which was recently, I fought him. He had a whole character to him. He was calling me out. His trainers was calling me out. They was like, yeah, we gonna beat that ass tomorrow. This is from the weigh-in. And I'm just like, I'm kind of quiet sometimes. So I'm just like, yeah, these guys is crazy as long as they don't get too crazy. But I'm just like, yeah, they just crazy. So then the fight night came. I'm beating his ass in the ring. And then all he did was yell and scream in the ring. I felt like I was fighting a crackhead. He was just in the ring like, he's screaming at the top of his lungs. And I'm like, wow, this is crazy. So I'm trying to knock him out the first 2 rounds. And then I realized, I'm like, yeah, this guy is really not there. I don't think I'm going to be able to knock him out. So I just started boxing him and then just won the fight unanimously. But you can't predict what someone else is going to do 100% be right.
What was like your easiest win and what was your most difficult one? Or a time when you lost?
I never had an easy win, to be honest with you. Coming up, everyone I fought was tough. And then, so for me to tell you an easy win, it's kind of hard. It may have looked easy. People would have said, damn, you just clearly won. But it's still hard. It's still hard to win and make it look easy. So I can't say I had an easy fight. I never had one.
So what's the toughest loss you had to take? Like when you really took an L.
The toughest loss I ever took was in the amateurs. I was in this tournament called Metros. It was the USA Boxing Metros, and I was fighting for New York. So after that, you advance, and then you represent New York, and then you fight against all the other states. So I was in that. I made it to the finals, and then I'm fighting some guy that's well known. You know, sometimes when you're well known, things will lean in your favor. So I fought somebody well known in that tournament at the finals, and he won. But I didn't feel that way. Like at all, and a lot of people did not feel that way, but it is what it is. That was a tournament that I really wanted to win, but I'm not mad because all the guys that I came up, I wasn't supposed to beat a lot of them. I wasn't supposed to beat a lot of them. I started late as hell. Everybody I was fighting started from like 8 years old.
So what's the difference, like the amount of time that you get to train?
No, it's just
Or-
experience. It's just experience, but then sometimes not. You can't have enough experience. Sometimes experience is not enough to just be somebody that's just gifted.
Do you think it's more of a mental sport or a physical sport?
It's more mental. I feel like it's more mental because if you mentally have the strength to continue, you can push your body past limits.
That's a fact. Yeah, for sure. Where does the anger go when you are trained to weaponize it?
I'll be yelling. In the crib. I might take it out on someone in the gym by accident, but nothing too crazy. I might just respond in an aggressive way, but that's about it. And then certain people might just get that. But I believe that comes with it when you're dealing with a boxer, because you gotta understand when it's fight time, then people are making weight, people not eating, you're on a diet, or you're cranky. Like if you don't eat, I'm sure you would get cranky.
I mean, I've been around IFBB champions, right?
Oh,
So
yeah?
like bodybuilders, and I know how that is when you just haven't
Hell
eaten
yeah.
and shit like
I'll
that.
be
But
mad.
But as a boxer, especially given the fact that your hands are registered, it's not really an excuse. Like,
No, I'm not
you can,
saying-
oh, I'm sorry, I was like aggravated because I've been starving, and then on accident you like punch somebody in the
Yeah.
face or whatever. Like,
Nah. I'm not. I never said I accidentally punched someone in the face, but
I'm
no,
just
I'm
saying.
saying like I may accidentally just aggressively yell, or I may just raise the tone of my voice, but I don't physically touch anyone, especially when I'm trying to get to the fight. Why would I even want to hit anyone? I'll be in trouble.
I mean, we know a couple examples in like the celebrity world
Yeah.
who be going through that.
Yeah, I mean, you got guys that's definite 100% facts where you can't deny, like, they put hands on females, and I don't indulge in that, I don't condone that, and I don't think it's right. And then you got certain people that are accused, and that's it. They've just been accused, and nothing has ever stick.
You think it's just accusations?
I don't know, because when you involve money, then things get kind of tricky.
What you mean by that?
When you involve, like, for instance, I have a lot of money, and then I end up making it. I wouldn't be shocked, like, if a lot of females just came out of nowhere, like, oh my gosh, like, he did something to me. Why you ain't come out and say this before I had you feel me? Like, before I had, bro, you want to wait until I got money to, oh, really? So that kind of makes it tricky that people were actually out here doing that. So it makes it hard to believe what's real and what's not.
I mean, yes, but then also, you know how they say females are sometimes afraid to speak up because of how it's going to be perceived, like, as accusations, right?
Yeah.
Same thing what happened with, like, the Cassie and Diddy case. And, like, every time there's, like, some aggression involved in, like, celebrity situations like that, it's just...
No, it's definitely, that's why I'm saying, like, it's tricky because certain situations could be true and certain situations cannot.
So have you ever been in legal trouble that, like, affected your boxing
Nah.
career?
No, I've never been in legal trouble with my boxing career, no.
Do you know?
Actually, since I've started, I've never had any legal problems.
Okay,
Like,
that's
all
good.
all
No
my
more
legal-
probation.
Yeah, all of that was like from a juvenile, and then actually once I started boxing is when all that died down.
Okay.
All that died. I ain't gonna say died down. It died.
So it probably helped you regulate your, like, anger, kind of like boxing habit, like anger management and shit.
Yeah, definitely. But it wasn't really for that. It just ended up being something I really liked. Then it turned into, okay, this is a tool, and I'll use this. If I'm angry, yeah, I'll hold all that in until fight night.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just hold it, everything. And if I'm going through something, like I've been going through a lot, if I'm going through it, I'll save all that energy till fight night and just let it out.
So you only crash out now when it's fight night, right?
Yeah,
You
I
don't be
can't crash
crashing
out.
outside of
Nah,
that?
Nah, hell no.
Okay. Is violence outside the ring personal failure or systemic failure?
So I would say more personal because It's like you go out there and someone picks on you. You got the choice. Like it's up to you to pick what to do.
You gotta be mentally trained. It goes back to
so
that.
I would say that, like, for instance, this, of course I'm not perfect. I've been out a few times, or I stepped on someone's foot and they wanted to fight me. And like I was when that happened, I was so upset over what the issue was, that I was kind of willing to take it there. And my friend just had to pull up on me like, yo, bro, just chill, relax. Like, it ain't that deep. Like, you about to just throw it all away for what?
Right. You gotta think before you act. That's what they
Exactly.
say. How do upcoming boxers get paid? What was the first time you gotten paid?
You just gotta fight. You get a card and you fight. There's a lot of boxing promotions in the city, in New York City now. There's a lot all over the states. They're everywhere. You got them out of the country. So it's not really hard to get a fight. It's not hard. You may not get paid what you want to get paid, or whatever you dreamed of, but you'll get paid. You'll make some money. And then you could just keep it going if you're good at it.
What is it, a couple hundreds, a couple thousands?
Well, you can go from $1 up.
Oh, okay. So it's really up to you to like.
Yeah, you can start from $1 up. I've seen people make $1. I've seen people make a few hundred. Like my first fight, I made $1,200.
That's why 17?
No, that was in 2019, I believe, or 2018. One of those years. It's been so long, but one of those years, my first fight that I had was my first pro fight. I fought and made $1,200. Then I had ticket sales. So.
Do you have to come out of pocket for anything when it comes to these? Like, do you pay for your own trainer? Do you have like a manager, a team who's behind it, or is it just you?
You gotta pay your trainer. You gotta pay your trainer. The manager gets paid off of his percentage of whatever you make and whatever he's doing at the time. And then you gotta pay your team. You might have a second trainer. You got the cut man. You gotta pay him. Then you might have somebody just pull up and give you pads. You understand? You might have strength and conditioning. You got all of that. So it can get boxing is expensive. Mm-hmm. It's an expensive sport.
It's worth it.
And no one is funding it at all. So it's just the fighter and funding it.
So when it comes to like, because you said managers take a cut, right? And I know there's like promoters who probably always trying to like get money from you and shit like that. You had any experiences with that? Like, how is the industry from that aspect?
I mean, I appreciate it. I appreciate every promoter, but I've had 5 fights so far. I have never had a smooth sailing on like a fight coming up. Meaning, like, I've always had a headache in preparation, which I've always had a headache preparing for my fight. Meaning, like, there's some type of drama going on. Like, okay, you're not selling this much tickets. We want you to sell more, or hey, we're gonna change up how much we planned on giving you. We're gonna change up your percentage. Oh, your opponent's not making it. Here's a new guy.
That's
you want to
like,
fight this guy?
That's like that in like the amateur boxing world, or that's a professional?
That's professional.
So you are responsible to sell tickets?
Some fighters are. Yeah, some fighters
That's so
are.
dumb.
If
that
you
shouldn't be your responsibility.
Because only certain, not every fighter gets signed to a big promotion. Mm-hmm. So, the small guys, like you could take Terrence Crawford for example. He didn't just jump into boxing and was just getting paid. Like he started from the bottom, and then he made it up. Oh, he built a name. Oh, he started beating people. Then it was like, all right, let's see who this guy is. We'll give him a shot against somebody. And you take that shot. And then after that, it's like, yeah, you got to see me now. You got to recognize me. Oh, yeah, you guys want to sign me now. So that's how that goes. Like, if you didn't really build up a name where they can recognize you, you got to go out there and make your own. And then after they recognize you is when they want to run.
Right.
Let's get them now. You understand? But the era is changing. Everything is more independent now.
You think that's going to be to your benefit in the industry, in boxing?
I feel like it's a double-edged sword. Because it's like you need them and then you don't at the same time.
Right.
It depends on what you want to do.
That's with like
how far you want. Like, it's really all on business and what you're trying to do.
Have you been to a boxing camp?
Yeah, I've been to a fantasy boxing camp. But no, I haven't been to an official boxing camp.
What does a fantasy boxing camp mean?
Well, I just went away and trained somewhere for like
okay.
4 or 5 days. Stayed away in the hills, in the mountains, and just train, run in the mountains, train out there. Literally train like 2-3 times a day.
Yeah.
So it just gives you an experience of what the life is really like. But I don't really think too much of that because I've been around so many world champions to where like everything just feels and seems normal to me.
In what way?
In every way, like training, living, eating. I've been around this. I've been doing this since I was 17. I'm 31 now. So it's like I've seen a lot. So now that I'm where I am in life, a lot of people will look at the task like, yo, this is something very hard, but I look at it as this is something that's very freaking easy.
When did that switch happen for you, or does it come with like the years of like training and experience?
It came as soon as I won my first fight. It came, but it just kept amplifying and it just becoming more noticeable the more I fight. Like the more I fight. So right now, COVID hit. As you know, COVID hit. I took like 3 years off. Before COVID hit, it was 2019. I literally just fought that December and was planning to have like 3-4 more fights that next year. And then right after that, everything shut down. I was like, what the fuck? Like, this is crazy. Like, why to me? And then I was getting crazy offers, like life-changing offers, but I couldn't train. And I had a manager at the time. He was like, yeah, you should take this. And I'm like, why the fuck would I take this fight to go fight this guy when I know damn well I'm not training, I'm going to lose? It's not about the money to me. I'm actually doing this because I like it and I want to be good at it and I'm trying to be a great. So I was just like, and that happened to me a lot as well. Like people will offer me fights last minute. I know I would win, but it's like, damn, you want to offer me to fight a world champion or a contender literally 2-3 days before the event? And they do that to you.
But that's on purpose, right? So
of course it's on purpose.
You have less
you're not
chance
meant to,
right.
Yeah, they want you to take the L. And you're somebody that's good, so on paper, it looks good when we beat you. And we'll pay you for that. You understand? Like, we'll pay you for that. But it's all right. I don't need all that. I don't need the bread for that.
Right. Given that you're from New York, right? Mike Tyson also is from New York, right? What's your thoughts?
Yeah, he's from Brooklyn. That's one of the greatest.
Right.
He's a legend.
Yeah, he an OG. So what's your thoughts on him fighting Jake Paul and the whole, like, how serious does the boxing community take Jake Paul?
I feel like everyone thought the Jake Paul thing was staged.
Against Mike Tyson?
Yeah, like, yo, I don't care how old Mike Tyson was. It's like, and the boxers that watched it, you could see, like, Mike Tyson wasn't really letting his hands go. It was like he was playing with him, acting like he was hurt. That's what it looked like. You understand? Like, and a lot of people feel that way. I kind of feel that way. Then he's fighting Mayweather. I feel like that's something great. I feel like that's good. I don't think Mayweather's going to go in there trying to kill him, but I feel like it'll be good entertainment just to see.
So don't you think, because you use the word entertainment, right? Don't you think that having YouTubers and streamers and whatnot become professional boxers just make the whole sport look like a comedy?
You got to understand that people that aren't boxers they're gonna look at that like, yo, this is entertaining, and then boxers are gonna look at that like what the hell is this? You understand? Like, we already know what's gonna happen, but to the non-boxing fan, somebody that knows nothing about boxing, they're gonna look at that like, wow, this is amazing.
I don't know. It's like such a mix.
And the boxers still gonna tune in because at the end of the day, we really don't know. Like, we're just assuming. Like, you know, everything is our assumption, so we don't know who's gonna win. We don't know nothing. It's just like, yeah, this has got to be fake.
I mean, if we just circle back to what you said about you kind of had a late start at the age of 17, less experience. Now you take Mike Tyson, who's been doing this for decades, like his entire life, and then Jake Paul, who's been training like the past 5 years, probably. Like, how is that possible? because that's a huge difference in experience. He haven't been training secretly in his basement.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's something that's totally unreal. And just watching that shit, it was kind of like, yeah, this looks like they practiced this a few times. Like, yeah, we gonna fight just like, you understand? Like, they sparred a few times, and like, yeah, we just gonna do this over again, fight night.
So don't you think that like just ruins the reputation of boxing?
It amplifies it at the end of the day, honestly, because it's bringing attention that people, even the people that don't want to see it are still going to tune in. The people who've never seen anything like this before are still going to tune in. Then you got the people that just don't know. Like, some people think wrestling is real. You understand? Like, certain people think wrestling is real. I remember I used to think it was real. So just imagine, like, you pull up to a boxing fight, then you got these two legends fighting. It doesn't matter if you feel like, it doesn't matter if you think it's real or not. It's the fact that some people are enjoying it. Mm-hmm. People are entertained. That's all they care about.
So what it boils down to is it's for money.
Yeah.
Like, anything for money.
Of course. Like, why else would Mike Tyson fight Jake Paul? Like, really, like, you gotta think about it. Like, there was no other reason. And then why is Mike Tyson fighting Mayweather again? I mean, not again, but they're gonna fight.
Yeah.
Mayweather and Mike Tyson are gonna fight. So it's kind of like they're gonna make a big bag. People are gonna enjoy it. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people out here.
Definitely one of the most watched shit nowadays.
Yeah, and that's
that's
Mayweather. So they're gonna watch whatever he does.
So do you think like Jake Paul is getting more respect now in general?
I think after this fight with Anthony Joshua, they're supposed to be fighting if as long as everything goes through. But then depending on how that fight looks, then we'll see the backlash. Because logically, people would say there is no way Jake Paul is going to beat Anthony Joshua. But Jake Paul's been beating a bunch of people that he shouldn't be beating. So what if he goes in there and he beats Anthony Joshua? Who am I to say that shit was fake? It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, people are going to be like entertained and like, oh my gosh, did he just do that shit? I don't think he should, but if it happens, that's what a lot of people are going to be like, yeah, that shit had to be fake. They choreographed that whole fight.
I mean, yeah, I agree with to an extent. What do you think would have happened if Tank actually fought Jake Paul?
He would have knocked him out. He would have dropped him something. Definitely. I don't care how tiny he is. I remember I sparred with a tiny guy, like probably weighed 112 pounds. But when he hit me, I mean, I didn't have that much experience at the time. So when he probably still hits hard, but when he hit me, I was like, so little guys hit hard too. It's straight bone hitting you. So.
I'm crying. What's your take on, again, just being in the spotlight, right? Especially as a professional fighter, Ryan Garcia and like, you know, his alcohol abuse and drug abuse and stuff like that, that affects your, just like your image in the industry?
Well, I think it's more on how you carry yourself, really. And the reason you can talk about Ryan Garcia is because he was carrying himself a certain type of way that was not clearly respected by everyone. So I would say that it's more personal in how the person carries themselves that would make it a problem.
Mm. Okay, I can see why you say that. Why do you think is that Black and Hispanic cultures dominate the boxing industry?
I would say, like, for me, the Mexicans are kind of like the toughest opponents to fight against because they can take punches and they're resilient. Like, they never give up. Like, they're going to keep coming all night. That's just my opinion. And for me, black fighters, I don't know. It's because when I fight black fighters, they be getting hurt. Really? So, yeah. So I wouldn't really put black fighters up there as one of the tops, but yeah, you could.
So who was your, like the 3 knockouts that you had?
It was black guys.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy. That's crazy because now I'm thinking about it. Yeah, the first guy that I stopped, The first guy I fought, he was black, but he kept running, so I couldn't catch him. The second guy, he was black. He ran out the ring during the first.
Wow.
After the first round, he just literally left the fight. I was like, what the fuck? And then after that, it was another guy. I went to Indiana. I was at his hometown. He was talking mad shit. He was like, yeah, I'm going to fuck you up tomorrow. At this time, Instagram was out. He was asking people to take his phone out for Facebook. He was like, yeah, let's do this shit for the book. Like, I'm like, what the hell is he talking about? So he's talking mad shit. And then we fought the next day. He was black. I hit him with a body shot. He couldn't breathe no more. Then he came and apologized. Like, I'm sorry, I couldn't breathe. Then he started saying I was going to stop you the next round. I was like, all right, whatever. And guy after that, black. Yeah, I was down south. I fought down south. He was black. Stopped him. Yeah, the last guy I fought too, he was black, but I couldn't stop him for some reason.
He wasn't running.
He couldn't stop him.
Do you think race shapes the fighting style?
Definitely, because when you look at Mexicans, you know that they're just gonna come straight forward. You got Russian fighters; they fight with their arms out. They hit very hard. You have the Cuban guys; they box very well. There's a few different styles out there.
You need to learn your opponent.
Nah,
in order for you to win to contribute.
You can try to learn your opponent. You can try. You can go into the ring like, yeah, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that, but you're not gonna do any of that.
Or do you watch their like previous fights and stuff like that to see how they move and shit?
Well, for me, I just need to see like 20 seconds, a minute. That's all I need to see. Let me just see what he basically does. Then after that, it's like, all right, whatever, I'm ready.
That's it. 20 seconds.
Yeah.
When it comes down, because there's so many different martial arts and stuff, right? When it comes down to boxing versus MMA, right? What do you think is a better art form?
Boxing. But I do like MMA. That shit is brutal. Like, MMA is brutal. It's very dangerous. Would I partake in that? No. I feel like boxing is more safe. But MMA is definitely more violent.
What's better for business?
Boxing. Boxing makes more money.
Really?
Yeah. MMA fighters don't make that much. Well, from my knowledge, they don't make that much at all.
Why do you think that is?
It's a lot of them. I just learned the other day that they have a stable with like 200 fighters. So you got to pay. All those guys got to fight. They all got to eat. They all have bills to pay. But they're signed all to one corporation. So how's that? That corporation must be very rich, but they're not. Right. And then in boxing, it's just like you kind of take care of yourself. You get to your own bag. You pay. You're not gonna. You can pay yourself after you fight, but you know how.
Okay. You mentioned something about how the money attracts girls and stuff, right? What's your experience with dating as a professional boxer? Like, does it apply to you as well? Like, you get more girls as you win fights and stuff?
Yeah, but I reached a point where I don't really like to date because I already know what I'm gonna get. So, when I say that, I mean like majority of the females in New York, they're kind of like the same. Like flashy. Once you're a flashy guy and you got the bag, you kind of pick and choose whatever you want, because everything is going for that. Almost everything is going for that. Am I wrong?
Yeah, because you're putting everybody on.
No, I said almost. What I'm saying is majority. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's tough. It's kind of hard for people to date in New York City, especially for guys, when it's like you already know you could just pull up and it's like, damn, in your mind it's like majority of these females, just want a guy getting money, want a guy get smart, and want that. But then a guy doesn't get anything out of the relationship ever.
Well, but you also mentioned, you basically called yourself flashy, right? Which we see, Cartier, Montclair, okay. But like, what type of girl would you think you would like pull in with like the money and being flashy and showing off? it's gonna be the gold diggers that's gonna go for that. Not
Yeah.
majority of the time, again, not necessarily.
But that's what I'm trying to say, because if you walk outside just like that, the chances of finding like a good girl that's gonna like you for nothing, just like you for yourself, it's hard.
So it's like basically just for the lifestyle, right?
Yeah, it's kind of hard. Like in New York City, most girls will like you just for your lifestyle instead of who you actually are and what type of person you are. I mean, it's a fact. It's 100% fact. But females probably may not feel that way.
I usually say, like, when we feel that way, we just be looking in the wrong places.
But I feel like it's unconscious now. I feel like it's unconsciously done because it's just a norm. I feel like it became a norm to where, like, the reason why I told you I don't really like dating anymore is because I remember I used to go on dates, and as soon as the girl gets in the car, the first words might be like, I want to go to this place, and I remember a girl literally got into my car, went to pick her up. She sat in the car, and she looked at me, and she said, I hope you got some money because this place be head tapping. And I was really looking at her like, that's crazy. Like, why would you even say something like that? I was going to do it regardless. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I feel like certain things you don't have to ask for.
I was going to say it's the audacity for me because, yeah, somebody who want to be in a relationship and shit like that, they not like that.
Yeah, like, let me do. I feel like, let me do. But instead, females just pull up and just tell you, like, nah, you going to do this and you going to do that. Instead of just letting the guy do it. Because 9 times out of 10, the guy's going to do it regardless.
If they fuck with you,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Care.
Like, they gonna do it regardless. But nowadays, you just have aggressive females pulling up, telling guys what the fuck is going on, what we doing, and how they gonna spend their money. And then it's like, that shit is kind of like lame because it's like I've been through so many females that have done the same thing, but I don't even care anymore.
You gotta change your type. That's why. Has boxing saved your life or taken more than it gave?
I think it saved my life.
Are you satisfied with how far you've came compared to when you first started at 17?
No, I'm still going. I feel like I'm progressing. I feel like my background is aging like wine. I feel like my resume is aging like wine. I'm excited for this year coming up. I'm gonna have more fights. I'll be in the mix with all the champions soon. You'll see me in there. You'll hear about me.
I'll buy a ticket. Don't worry. I'll help you promote.
We outside. I'm really excited for that, and I would say it saved my life because I don't know. Before I started boxing, I didn't know what the hell I was gonna do. I wasn't going to school. I didn't care about any of that at that time. Before boxing, I thought to myself I was gonna be a drug kingpin. Like, I was really thinking like that. I'm not thinking like, nigga, you're either gonna die or go to jail. I was thinking like that. So boxing really saved my life because it steered me away from all the negativity.
You basically never look back once you got a taste of how this life is.
I experienced how good life could be, like, plenty of times, and it just changes my mindset. Like, why would I want to go and do something like that when I could be living like that?
Did you have to change the people around you, like your atmosphere, your friends? Did you have to?
I would say I had to fall back. I had to fall back from all my friends and stay by myself and isolate so that I could grow and figure out what the hell I'm doing and where I'm going with my life. And then I feel like once I had a focus and knew where I was going with my life, then it's like, all right, now I could talk to people. Now I could talk to all the friends that I used to have because I know where I'm going and nothing else could stare me off. Nothing could take me off this path. Like, there's no distractions. There's none of that shit. There's no peer pressure. Nothing.
But would you say your environment matters when you're a boxer? Or like once
yes
you can
and no.
like...
I would say yes and no, but then it really just depends on the person. Like, how much of a strong person are you? Like, how much of a strong person are you? Like, can you make it through all these obstacles? Like, can you overcome everything? Of course, you may not be living in the best situation, but can you do something with what you got? And that's the only way you're gonna make
That's
it.
a solid point.
Like,
No,
that's the only way you're gonna make it.
What do you want your name to represent?
Really, love, the future, caring for others, because at the end of the day, even though I'm doing all of this, it's really more for my family. I want to see them happy. Not everyone around me could do something great. Not everyone is talented to do something that generates a lot of money. Everyone is not fortunate like that. So some of us are just talented enough to just be a doctor, be a nurse. You understand what I'm saying? Not everyone can make a big lump sum of money at one time. So I feel like I'm blessed, and I have to use that to take care of my people, and not just my people, just the community as well.
Doctors make bread though.
I know.
But a lot of like
studying. I mean, like literally in one day though.
Oh yeah, okay.
Like literally in one day. Because a boxer, I feel like times are changing as well. Boxers are soon going to have to do something else, but they might have to become a doctor as well and still box. Because the way everything is going, you still have to continue making money somehow after you finish. But then the way I'm looking at it is, there's a lot of children out here that are trying to box that won't be able to be even win a Golden Gloves, but that kid may be able to become a doctor, become an accountant, do this, do that, and why not help them do that too as well?
Is that what your youth program is
Yes.
for?
Yes.
To really just help kids?
To just help them, because that's how I grew up. I came up in a program called Give a Kid a Dream, and they sponsored me to go to the gym and train 5 days a week for free. So what I took with that was I went to the gym every day. I was around positive influences. These people at the gym, they did nothing but impact me in a positive way. I was out there on the streets. It made me look at these people like they're really out here doing something good. Like, I want to be like that. I want to do something good too. Then there's people that I met, famous people. Some people actually were just in the boxing world. I may go to their house, like, God damn, this is a nice house. I want to live like this. Like, I want to live like this. Like, so it did nothing but just motivate me.
Okay. Who's a famous fighter that you would love to fight?
That I would love to fight? None of them. None of them. I wouldn't love to fight any one of them because, I don't know. First, I feel like that's a big pause moment. And then secondly, it's like, I don't even have a favorite fighter. Like, I don't even have a favorite fighter.
You didn't look up to anybody growing up, or like when you first started?
I never really...
You didn't study anybody's style or watch anybody's videos?
Nah, once I started boxing, what I started doing was I would just literally watch people, and if you did a certain move that I like or did something that I like, I'll just copy it and add it to my arsenal. And it just becomes something that I like. But there's no boxer out here that just fought, and I'm just like, down like everything that he does. Like, this is the man. Like, this is who I look up to. This is the role model. There isn't none.
How much would you fight Jake Paul for?
Whatever. Fighting for whatever.
What's harder, a heartbreak or a knockout?
A heartbreak. And when you say a knockout, me getting knocked out or knocking someone
You
out?
getting knocked out, obviously.
Oh, me getting knocked out. That shit would be a lot harder.
What's the worst advice you've received?
The worst advice? Never save.
You said what?
Never save.
What does that mean?
Like, never save money.
Oh, never. Oh, okay.
That's the worst advice I ever got.
Yeah, people like to say, like, oh, just experience life. And they be like, but no, you got to save too sometimes. Who's the most overrated boxer right now?
Overrated? I would say the only person I could think of is Devin Haney. Like, overrated. Can't think of nobody else.
Okay, I know he got some like shit going on as well.
He got a lot going on. He got a lot.
Do you fuck with him as a boxer or just not even at all? Like,
As
is he a
a boxer,
respectable boxer in the industry?
Yeah, I would say he's respectable.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't get too crazy.
You have any kids?
Yeah, I have a daughter.
If you had a son, though, would you let him box?
Nah, I don't think so. I'll probably let him train.
And would you let your daughter date a boxer?
So that's all I be thinking about. Like, I don't think so. But it's not my choice anyway at the end of the day. But I would hope not.
Why?
He said why?
Because you said it's all like mental training. So if the person is mentally trained.
From my experience with boxers, a lot of them are weird. A lot of them, have been nobody. So imagine like one day you're just sitting down on a computer all day, then the next day you wake up and you're famous. Like a lot of them are like that, and then it goes to their head. It shit literally goes to their head, so they start feeling themselves. They start treating people certain ways, and they start thinking heavily of themselves or more of themselves, to where I've seen like females get hurt. A lot of females get hurt, so I wouldn't want my daughter around that at all.
Okay, I don't blame you.
Unfortunately.
Who's the most famous person you know you could beat?
Beat up? Well, I beat up Usher. I got to beat up Usher when I was a kid.
Wait, you have?
Yeah, me and
in
him.
real life?
He was training at my gym. Remember when I don't know if you know, but he did the Macy's fireworks.
When was that?
This was years ago. Like he did it right there in Brooklyn. I mean, across the bridge in the city. Macy's did their. You know how they have their little
the
fireworks?
Thanksgiving parade or
It wasn't Thanksgiving parade. They have like they be having like a little fireworks ceremony, whatever. And he came and he was like the host of it.
Okay.
So at that time, he was training at my gym. I think he was also training for a movie, and then he was boxing. So they asked me, "Oh, you want to watch?" One of my other trainers, he passed away. His name was Hector Roca. He was training him at the time, and he was like, "Oh, you want to box with Usher?" And I was like, "Hell yeah." Hell yeah. So I jumped in the ring with Usher. Usher was piecing me up. But he told me not to hit him. So I had no choice. I had no choice but to just play defense. But he was really hitting me. So I was like, all right, bet. So I hit him with a body shot, and then they was like, all right, Paul, get out. I was like, damn. Whatever.
When was that? What age were you?
I was probably like 18, 19.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And he's like, what, in his 40s now or something, right? He was like a couple years old.
But I was shocked. I was like, this dude could actually fight. Like, what? Okay.
Okay, yeah, I'm surprised at that too. One of the last questions I'm going to ask you, what's the real cost of greatness? And is it worth it?
I be asking myself that when I be running at night in the cold. Like, literally, like, why am I doing this? I always ask myself that, but it's definitely worth it. It's just the mental strength that you get from it, the achievements you get from it, the recognition you get from it. But then, as I said, it's a double-edged sword, because I remember when I fought at the Barclays Center and I won my first fight over there, I had a girlfriend at the time, and literally after my fight, I would want to talk to my girlfriend. I know that she's in the crowd. I try to reach out to her. Oh, she was trying to call me and I was trying to call her, but for some reason I just couldn't. I couldn't do it because my phone was like being blown up. Like I couldn't text, I couldn't call, I couldn't answer a phone call, because the moment I go to answer the phone call, I'm getting another call. The moment I go to text somebody, I'm getting a call. The moment I go to deny the call, I'm getting like, it was really going that crazy, and she broke up with me that night.
Oh, over that?
I swear she broke up with me.
Damn.
She broke up with me that same day. And I was trying to explain to her, like, I couldn't use my phone, literally. Like, because everyone was trying to congratulate me. Like, oh my gosh, congratulations.
You need a separate phone just for your girl. Feel me? That's the moral of the story.
She left my ass. She was like, yeah, you done. You don't care about me. I was like, wow, this is crazy.
Damn. And I know for like fighters and stuff, like your partner's support like means a lot, just for your girl to be there and support you and stuff.
But I ain't gonna lie, being a boxer or being anyone in the entertainment field is hard, especially when you're in a relationship, because you might just always be outside. You understand?
You can't use that as an excuse though.
No, it's not an excuse, but unfortunately, it'll become a problem if it just keeps happening. Like, you'll want it to stop. Anyone would. If I had a girlfriend and she's just always outside, I'd be like, damn, like, can you at least stop for a second at some point?
Is it harder to trust when there's like so much attention?
I don't even really think about that trust shit.
I'm not dating. Fuck
nah,
that.
I'm more of a, I don't care. The moment I find out, though, that's when I care. Like, so I'll lie to myself and tell myself that you're perfect until I see you fuck up.
Okay, so you give like people
Yeah.
the benefit of the doubt type of situation.
Yeah.
Okay. At what age do you think you're gonna stop? Do you have like a
Boxing?
Mhm.
I don't really want to go past 38. Like, in a perfect world, it'd be good to stop at 35, but it's not going to happen. So I'm thinking like 36, 37, and 38 probably it.
You have plans for after? You any ideas what you might do?
Enjoy life. Like,
The mic said we're done for today.
I'm trying to enjoy life, travel the world, eat good food.
How yeah. The purpose of life. Travel
Eat
and
good
eat
food.
good and save your money.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
Well, I appreciate you. Anything else you would want to share?
We got more fights coming in this year, 2026. I got another fight February. It's supposed to be February 6th in Philly. We'll see how that goes, but nothing but more action-packed things coming.
All right, awesome. Looking forward to it for sure. And
You
keep
already
up the
know.
great work.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.